Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome inside the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Julian Coultry, joined by the head coach of the Hofstra Pride Wrestling team, Rob Anspach. Coach, how's it going?
I'm doing okay.
Well, this last week you had contests against ranked teams in Ohio State and Iowa State. Before we kind of dive into what happened on the week's contest, how'd you feel?
Yeah, I knew going out there, you're going against Ohio State and Iowa State. Well, we knew we were going out against Ohio State, and obviously that was the first thing we had to take care of. And they're very good at a couple of weights, 41, two-time national champs, very good. Their 97 pounds, very good. 25, it's pretty much up and down their lineup. They got guys that are solid and good wrestlers. Overall, I thought the guys competed, and that was the one thing I wanted to see from them. They didn't take a back seat because it was Ohio State. They went out there and wrestled. And I feel from the weekend, when you just look at the result, the scoreboard, and we got killed. But when you actually see the matches, we were very competitive in a lot of matches, and that's the way wrestling can work. You can lose 10 overtime matches and the score's 30-0, and it's a blowout. But in reality, the dual meet was very close, and I kind of feel we had a lot of matches like that were close. There was overtime, and we just came up short on a bunch of those.
Now, coming into this season, I think a name that not a lot of people knew was Calendar, and he's done a great job since being inserted into the lineup. What you see from him? He had 2 wins on the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing a great job. Since he's gotten the lineup, his first matches out there, I think he was kind of just, I'm in the lineup here, and not really expecting himself to win, but he's slowly progressed, and each time he goes out there, he's a little more confident, and now, he comes away from the national duels 2-0, beating Nicholson was a very good win, a guy ranked in the top 33 by the coaches and stuff like that, so, he just, every time he steps out there, he's getting a little more confident, he's starting to expect himself to win, and you're seeing the results.
And more success for Luke Byte, and we've come to expect it from him. But now it's getting close to that time. We're getting ready for nationals, getting ready for the EIWA. So do you think he's hitting his peak right when he needs to?
Yeah, I think you're seeing him, do the things that he always does, and he goes out there. He's a very consistent performer for us. Nice win against the Iowa State kid, who's a very good kid. And this weekend against Cornell will be a challenge if Nevinger's in there. And then heading to the EIWAs, he'll have 3 guys. It'll be Luke and Nevinger and Durso are all in the top 15, and there'll be 1, 2, and 3 seeds that going in there. So right now what we need Luke to do is just focus on what he's doing, sharpen up everything that he feels might not be where he wants it to be, but really let's just keep moving forward and let's get it done at nationals.
And a couple of other guys that had good performances. Cody Rodrello leading the way, and Frank Affronti was able to pick up a victory. So what you see from some of the other guys that maybe didn't have 2 wins on the weekend?
Yeah, I think Cody was a guy that was really 1 second away from being 2-0 on the weekend. He got in a position where he had an armbar on top, he's getting back points. I'm basically looking at our 57 pounds saying the match is over, and he gets reversed. It shakes out that riding time is 101. So it goes to 3-3 to send it in overtime, get taken down in overtime. And that's one of those matches that I was like, that easily could have been Hofstra's way and stuff like that. But, Cody, again, doing a consistent job, going out there, wrestling hard, getting his takedown, getting on top of people, and just doing a nice job. Frank Affronti did a great job. Again, the Ohio State match. Again, there's another guy that in the Iowa State match he gets pinned. So if you just look at the result, he got pinned. He must have got killed. But the reality was he was winning 6-0 going into the 3rd period. Now we got to get him to start believing in himself to say, hey, you got to put that match away and get that win. And the guy he was wrestling was a round of 12 guy at nationals last year. He's ranked in the country. I mean, he's a good kid. We're winning 6-0. So from a coach's standpoint of going, man, we got to win that match. But have I seen improvement throughout at 174 pounds? I have, and that's encouraging going into this part of the season. So Joe Booth, again, we get pinned in overtime. It's 3-3, we get pinned. That stuff doesn't happen in basketball or football where all of a sudden you can give up 6 points where, and make the match look out of control. So we were in there, we were doing some good things. Overall, I thought the team went out there and competed at every single weight class. Some of the matches didn't turn out our way, but, I am, and our coaching staff is seeing a consistent improvement at each weight class, and it could be coming at a better time.
Now we move forward to the last dual meet before the EIWAs, and of course getting ready for nationals. It's against Cornell. It's a team that is in your conference now, but you've met with them the past couple of seasons. And last year you guys had a lead going into the mid-match, and then it didn't end out the way that you would have wanted. So going forward, do you want a little revenge factor going in?
Revenge. It's always nice to, they're a team that's ranked in the top 10. They're in the finals of the national duels. You want to go out there and you want to see your guys compete again, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to see them follow up this weekend with this coming weekend, another good performance. We know where they're, 25, we got the #1 ranked kid in the country. At 84, the guy's ranked 3rd in the country. 65, we've wrestled them twice already. 57, we've wrestled them at. I mean, this is a team we see throughout the year, so we're very familiar with them. We've seen them in the past years. But again, we've seen them this year. We know we can compete with them. We just have to go out there and compete with them. 41's a guy we've probably seen 7 times in our career. So 49, their kid just coming off a great weekend, beat the #1 kid in the country. We've lost to him probably 4 times by a point. So it's now, let's get over that hump and let's try and figure out a way to win these matches that we've kind of been losing by one point or two, and figure out how to get those victories. And if we do that, we do have a chance for the upset. If we don't change those around, it could be a very close blowout again, and that's that's the way wrestling is.
Now, as far as the match as a whole goes, what's the one weight class you're kind of zoning in on?
Again, they're all important. When you're talking about wrestling a team of the caliber of Cornell, where you have 25 ranked, 33 ranked, 41 ranked, 49 ranked, I don't know, maybe just heavyweight. This is the only guy that's not ranked in the country, so there isn't just one match. They're all important. Yeah. And for guys like Frank Affronti and Victor, and some of these other guys that haven't had the season they really want to have, you get a win like this, and that can almost punch your ticket to nationals. And all of a sudden, people got to start looking at you as a guy, if you don't do what you want in the conference tournament, to maybe you're a wild card or an at-large bid and stuff like that. So this is a huge matchup for these guys that haven't had the seasons they want to, who need that extra help going into the conference tournament. So I don't think there's one match that I would say is bigger than the other ones. They're all big. I'm sure they're all big to the individual guys going out there. So again, I'm going to look at all 10 of them.
Finally, what's the key to victory against Cornell, Big Red?
I think continuing to progress this week and really just executing our game plans. We know them pretty well. They know us. Whoever can wrestle in their positions longer is going to have a better chance of winning this dual meet.
Coach Anspach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Remember, Hofstra fans, you can tune into the WB Mason Coaches Report each and every week right here on GoHofstra.com.